Hello everyone, and welcome back to Angry Birds Transformers. I have since the last episode, well, I should probably do that. Since the last episode have upgraded the 3 resident characters that we unlocked. Well, the 5 of them, but more recently the 3 of them that we just unlocked when I recorded the second half of that latest video, to level 7, which has gotten them, you know, basically up to snuff with everyone else, and things move a little slower now. And then the storage is now level 11. But I accidentally unlocked this place collecting coins, so we know we are getting high octane Bumblebee, because that seems to be the only character of Chuck we're gonna get is Bumblebee. Which I find interesting, because with Red we've got an Ultra Magnus, which is a brother of Optimus Prime, but still technically Optimus Prime. And then a bunch of other Optimus Primes, and now we got high octane Bumblebee, who seems fast in attack, but has a longer reload speed. Like he shoots a scattered, well, not a scattered shot per se. His attack is like a little tricky to manage, you know? Boom. Oh, I mean, oh, shoot! Good. It's not gonna gain many coins for us anyway. Alright. Come on. There we go. I like the punchiness of his attack. It's the, I don't know. I think it's the reload speed that's the biggest detriment, but I imagine that can be dealt with time. His design's not bad either, though, I will admit. Oh, the 2 Bumblebees. I am not sure what's happening there. But we got high octane Bumblebee. And I will upgrade him right now, because that is our boy. And we can also explore this area. And holy shit, we have cleared the entirety of this section of the island. Let me get this out of the way. Gold Bite Grimlock. So now we're just getting repeat characters, I guess. This is now the second Grimlock we've gotten, which is interesting in its own right. Hey, buddy. So what about you is gold? Okay, he's got a thinner beam. I don't really know how you improve upon, like, the energized version or the just base Grimlock, because they're both pretty good. It's kind of a hard thing to tackle right there, if you ask me. Yeah, it doesn't feel much different, but as long as it's another excuse to play Grimlock, because I enjoy playing Grimlock a lot. He's such a fun guy that, like, really works. And is very and is very precise, and is just a pleasure to be around and play with. Oh shit! I mean, his design's a little different, if anything, a little bit more bland than the default one. I don't know if that makes him better or worse. Oh, we actually burnt him out for once. I didn't mean to do that. Cool. I get why they do repeat characters and everything. You know, it saves a lot of time and kind of space. What is this? Ultimate character bonus? So this is the ultimate version of Grimlock? Oh. Hey, he's riding Grimlock. But like, oh, I'll take that. Yeah, sure. Let's go that one. Very good. Cool. Look at that. The full... Well, if I can clear all this for just a momento. I'm trying to... No! I'm trying to, you know, source this out. Of course, I'll never get a full, clear map. But, like, look at that. If I could get the rank thing out of the way, that'd be nice. But, look at that. The full island is clear, and next we move up to the city. So now we're going to be moving around this way, and now obviously that area right there is pay to play in, but you know, we'll take what we can get. I would love more of the oh, is it done? Is it done? Is that the noise? Was it done? Oi. Oi. Thank you. Jesus. Just tapping on that thing so much. But like 72. But like I would love to play more of the city because the city I feel like the city is one of the most, if not the most interesting place to visit. I feel like it's the funnest. Come on, shoot him down. Okay, good. Just get away from. Oh god, spit icy, spit ice, spit ice. This is interesting. Okay, as long as my buddy's doing. I have grown fond of the little cluster bomb thing that we have here. I do actually enjoy it. I do. I have no idea what's going on, gang. So much is happening so fast. And that's kind of, you know, high octane. Alright, sick. But you know, I like this design. This design is cool. It's kind of like, the coats are kind of inverse Bumblebee, which I don't mind. Not at all. Not in the slightest. I'm gonna get a bonus here. Alright. 6.5k in coins from that level. That was an interesting little turnaround. But alas, here we are. It is a pretty clear stage. You know, we've got this place to unlock next. Of course, I will get there in just a few mementos once these guys charge up a little bit. You know, I got one upgrade to level 3. The other one's at level 2, and we only need 3 more levels, so in a matter of time, you know, we'll be right there, and it shouldn't take me too long. But yeah, as things go on, like, we're getting a lot of repeat characters now, you know, kind of a lot of reskins and stuff, so it's not as interesting anymore, kind of it's not as interesting anymore. Is basically the point I want to make. Whereas before, when we were unlocking new characters who had different mechanics, different ways of attacking and stuff like that, it was interesting. It's not to say we've seen all the characters in the game, because there's still the pink bird and the blue bird that we haven't seen. Oh, and the black bird. But it is to say that we're getting a lot of reskins and everything. So I'm liking the idea of unlocking 5 per video, even if I record it in 2 parts, just because I think it presents, you know, showing off a lot of characters without wasting a whole lot of time or a whole lot of parts, you know what I mean? I can kind of sit there, I can show off the characters, I can give my thoughts, but it's already a character you've kind of seen, so it you know, it doesn't waste time, it kind of just keeps things moving in an efficient way. And obviously I'll spend more time on the characters that we are seeing for like the first time as things happen. Either way, I'm not going to do the outro, but that's the first part of this video done. So 3 more characters to come. Have no idea who they are, but now we have 2 more. Actually, I could check right now who the other characters. It's another king pig. And then I think we get exposed to the pink bird for the first 2 times, so those are both interesting developments. Thank you, and take it away, future me, or something. Yeah, I don't know how many times I've done that bit. I don't know. Hello everyone, welcome back to Angry Birds Transformers. This one's a bit of a weird part too. I don't know why I did an intro, I just realized what I did, but the point of this is that usually I release this, or I record the second part when I have more than just one person to unlock. And as you can see from the bottom, the last person to unlock is Megatron. I accidentally unlocked this area, collecting coins again, these 2 coins right here. If it would zoom in without breaking, I would have zoomed in to show you more clearly, but it didn't. I've also got a fuck ton of coins, and we're gonna get a fuck ton more. as I really quickly play this and we enjoy the hell out of it. Because I'm going to enjoy the hell out of it. I love when we get these bonus coin things, and I especially love when it's with Grimlock, because as long as they're shooting missiles, or anything for that matter, Grimlock does beautiful amounts of damage, and is so precise with his attack, that there might literally be no one better for the job than Grimmy. I say that in full confidence. But the reason I want to make this part is because in case you noticed when I showed you where the next King Pig is, who I can only assume is a form of Megatron, when I showed you where that is, you may or may not have noticed that there was no next place to unlock. At least it didn't show me right away. So I don't know what's going on with that, if we're actually nearing the end of the free version of the game or something like that. Now, again, I haven't made it this far before, so I don't know. But I guess I was under suspicion that we get a whole lot more to us than that. And there are a whole lot more characters to unlock, I'm just not sure what it means, because there's plenty of fog still around the environment. We just happen to complete basically 2 different areas. And now I don't know. If it is something to do with pay to win, I don't necessarily enjoy, or I don't want to entertain the idea of paying cash, especially if it's a subscription-based thing rather than just a one-time installment. It also depends on the quantity of the installment versus how much content we actually get. You know, I have my games that I put money into, and this is not one of them. I have never spent a dime on Angry Birds Transformers. And I'm proud of that fact. Because I don't know who would. I don't know who would. Not at all. But man, we're at 12K. This is just delicious. A ripe, clean 12.2 thousand. Let us quickly just... And look at that. 26,000. Seems I fucked up the audio a little bit there by doing that. No biggie, I suppose we could still not upgrade this guy. Alright, we need more green ones, don't we? We need 1 more blue and 3 more greens. I'm honestly tempted to just save up to upgrade Grimlock there. Because we're just that close. Dark Megatron. Pop for 3,000. See, now why don't we have audio to this? Or not the full. Why are we missing some audio files is my question. Do 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 do. Now hold on, if I... Great. I love having audio. Either way, we gotta form a Megatron. Again. Not flat out Megatron, but we gotta form a Megatron with what seems like a stronger pull than his dark or ultimate version or whatever that was. But I don't know what happens after this. That's the crazy thing, because it hasn't shown me like the next area to unlock, which is why I wonder. Like Megatron, it makes sense why they'd end with him being the last one to unlock, you know? That just kind of does check out. But I'm curious as to what, or why, or who, because we've never had something like this happen before. And this is definitely a stronger version of the vortexes we had before. I appreciate that. Not that the other vortexes were bad, but I did find them at times a little underwhelming and inconsistent. This one seems to really give a good tug of war. A good bang for the buck, if you will. Actually kind of feels like a black hole. To some capacity. Alright. Good, good. It's so peak. Oh, come on, you know you want to. Alright. I apologize once more for the lack of audio. I'd have to restart the whole game for that. Anyway, now we got classical Megatron. Oh, he's talking with the Soundwave. And then starts boogieing. We got Dark Megatron. So is that it? Like, what's this? Wait, unlock jungle location. Jungle is added to live events and spark runs on purchase. We would need 2,000 gems for that. Or 2,500. I do not presently have that amount. So then what? Because look at how many circles and shit's on the bottom, right? If we were to sit there.
Hey guys, I'm not using the mic right now, so this might sound a little off. Just recording this last bit of the video here, like, I'm pretty sure months later. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember when I filmed those, but I know it's been a while. The clips, I mean, the gameplay clips. I did a little bit of research not long after, and so apparently, given that he is the most expensive, that version of Megatron that you saw me unlock is the last of the characters that you're supposed to be able to unlock, naturally. If you were to win characters from challenges, or being lucky enough to get them from a crate, you know, you can get them that way. But aside from that, and, you know, the season pass, that's it for the main game. I mean, yeah, you can upgrade your characters more, and initially I was going to. But you know, it's not easy to keep ambition to play a game that has nothing new to offer, you know, because at that point you're just replaying the same thing over and over with no prize at the end. There's no payoff, nothing like story-wise. It's admittedly a little underwhelming. Well, not a little, it's very underwhelming and a little disappointing, but it is there. And so, as much as this is the unfortunate end of the series, in a way I didn't think it was yet, and as much as this might not be the way you wanted the series to end, this is the end of Angry Birds Transformers. Which I honestly thought was going to go on for a long, long time, and that's why I did like the 5 characters in one episode, because I sat there thinking, this thing is it's just gonna keep going and going. If we've got, like, at least 10 pages of characters in there, you know, how many videos am I gonna have to make of just unlocking characters? And for it to be done just like that, with, like, not even a fifth of the characters that are in the game. And we never even got a black bird, we never got a blue bird, we never got a pink bird. It's weird. It's very weird. I don't know how to feel about it. I don't. I could pay money and buy the jungle area. That would give me a little bit more to do. This doesn't... If it's not going to be a long-time commitment the way that, like, Brawl Stars is, for instance, then I don't see the point in paying for something like that. Especially for that kind of money. Like, that is a lot of money to be thrown around for something that's not going to do much more, to my knowledge. So, yeah. That is the end of Angry Birds Transformers. I apologize for it being a little underwhelming. But that is what it is. Great game. Especially for a mobile game. Great game. Just a bit, yeah, a bit unfortunate. So, thank everyone for watching. I will see you guys with more content very, very soon. More gaming, more vlogs, whatever else comes. I hope you enjoyed. Later, guys.